right, here's another example. This one's up-tempo, kind of an Earth, Wind, and Fire thing. It's a straight feel, and just scratch the guitar all the way through. Sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. This part is based around this G minor 7 chord right here. Now the rhythm part starts with an upstroke, up, down, down, up. Now that pattern will repeat throughout the entire part. After we play that, then we take up here with our 4th finger on the 6th fret, and we bar the first 2 strings. That's an interval of a 4th, that's an F and a B flat. Then we play the part again, and then we come down to this, a C and an F, again a 4th interval on the 5th and 6th fret on the 2nd and 3rd strings. The whole thing together, played slowly, sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up. One more time. Okay, let's take it up tempo now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the last one in this section of minor chords is in C minor. It's a straight feel, and it sounds like this. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's look at this. This part is also based on this chord voicing. Now, the only move here is to go from, with your 1st finger on the 8th fret to your 3rd finger on the 10th fret, and then back down and give it a little shake. So the part slowly, in its entirety, sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's play this one with the band now. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we've been talking a lot about chords and chord fragments and dominant and minor. And let's just go on to another aspect of funk playing, and that's single note parts. Now basically there's 3 ways you can categorize single note parts. First is muted. The second is open. And the third is the most aggressive, it's skank. All right, now some of the similar rules apply to single note playing that do to playing chords. First, you want to keep your right hand moving in a constant 16th up and down fashion. That helps you keep your time together, just like when you're playing chord parts. The other thing I'd like to mention is that you'll notice that all of the examples in this section are very simple, short parts. So not to draw attention to themselves, they just blend in with the rhythm section. Keep that in mind when you're coming up with your own single note parts. Now the first one is in the key of C. It's a straight feel, and here we go. 2, 3. Okay, let's break it down a little bit slower. Now this muted part like this, notice we're muting with the palm of our hand on the bridge. We're muting just to deaden the sustain of the note, but not to cut off the pitch. These muted parts are referred to as bubble picking parts because they have a kind of like a percolating sort of sound to the track. Okay, let's try it slowly. Keep your pick moving with your right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I'm shaking that long note. Okay, now let's play it up tempo with the rhythm section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do the exact same part with a swing feel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this next example is in A minor. It's a straight feel now. It's another example of the bubble picking, but we're going to open it up halfway through. 3, 4. You can play along if you like. This is muted. Now open. Keep your pick moving. Now you notice I have an effect on the guitar, a flanger. The modulation effects such as phase shifting, flanging, and chorus sound really good on these single note parts, so we're going to try a couple of those out. All right, let's play it back up to tempo now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's play it now with the swing feel. 1, 2, 3, a swing it. Open it up. This last example is also a muted part, a bubble picking part, but it's different from the others. With the other examples, we played one small part and it stayed the same while the chords changed around it. In this case, our part's going to change, the rhythm will stay the same, but the notes will change and follow the chords. Check it out. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're playing over two chords here, A minor 7 and G major 7. Now you can hear I've got a phase shifter going here. It's another modulation effect. It sounds good on a muted part like this. The notes I'm using over the A minor are an E, G, A, and C. And when it goes down to G major 7, the notes are D, F sharp, G, and B. Let's play it a little slower together. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do number 34 up to tempo now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's move on to the last of the single note techniques. This is called skank playing. I don't know why it's called skank playing, but it sounds good to me. It's the most difficult of the three, but it's also my personal favorite. It's got a lot of attitude. It's like playing a single note part with the power of playing a chord part. Okay, there's some exercises that you can play. The actual skank sound is a result of being very accurate with your right hand, that is, hitting the note you want to sound, and then hitting the next string below it, or the next two strings below it. Now they're muted, and the muting takes place with your left hand, that is your index finger generally. Now that's for the downstroke. On the upstroke, you're hitting the muted strings first, and then the note you want to sound. So it's the opposite. Now the exercise. I tell my students to just use a minor pentatonic scale, the one that most people know. It could be anything. You just want to get across the neck. I'm in A minor here. And start with a downstroke. And what you're trying to accomplish is accuracy with your right hand and some sort of muting technique with your left hand. Those are just downstrokes. Let's try upstrokes. Now you're going to see this is a very difficult technique, so it's going to take some practice. Once you get that together, then do both up and down strokes combined like this. Now the time isn't so important at this point. It's just getting the accuracy with your right hand and developing the muting technique with your left hand. Okay, now it's generally easiest to start this technique in the middle of the guitar, that is, playing the third or the fourth string. So we're going to start the first exercise here on the third string, playing a D and an E. And it'll sound like this. Start scratching. 1, 2, 3, 4.